our viewer outrage segment. It's Cost of Government Day. I meant to wear all black today. An annual reminder by policy group Americans for Tax Reform of how much taxpayers are paying for taxes and government spending. The group says, brace yourself, Americans have to work 231 days this year just to earn enough to pay your fair share. That's 8 more days than last year, so that got us thinking, should there be a flat tax to lift some taxpayers' burdens? We got lots of emails, and basically they all said the same thing. Yes, flat tax us. Joining us now is Erica Payne, founder of the Agenda Project, and Bill Beach, director of Heritage Foundation Center for Data Analysis. So what do you think, you guys? Are our viewers correct? Erica, you start.
I don't think the viewers are correct. Every time I hear about a flat tax, my first inclination is to think, oh my gosh, this is a great idea. You know, who doesn't dislike the IRS? You know, no one likes filling out their tax forms. But when you dive a little deeper, you see that a lot of the things that a progressive tax system gives us are really good for society. So at the end of the day, I say no to the flat tax.
Bill.
It's a great idea. I mean, there's several reasons. It's great for poor and moderate income people just getting a start because it so boosts the economy for all these new jobs and better wages. I mean, it is a deconstruction act for K Street. It just knocks the lobbyists on their back, and who can't be in favor of that because it eliminates so many deductions and credits the lobbyists work to get Congress to pass. And then if you make more money, you pay more taxes because you don't have the ways to avoid the taxes that high-income people can have right now. It's fair and simple. It's a postcard situation, and it ends double taxation, which is what really drives the economy. We double and triple tax income, and that's just wrong. That's a bane on the economy. So there's all kinds of reasons to like it.
Erica, listening to Bill, I mean, gee, I think he persuaded me, but then again, I started with certain persuasion. But
I'm sure that was a long leap.
I know, it wasn't hard. All kidding aside, look, my friends who are liberal tax reformers have long said, get rid of the tax breaks, get rid of the K Street lobbyists, get rid of the crony capitalist big business breaks. I would even expand, get rid of the state and local exemptions, get rid of the interest deductions for mortgages, right? Yeah. Wouldn't this be a great way to please all of the liberal arguments that you've had down through the years?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I don't like lobbyists any more than I like the IRS, you know, and when when Goldman Sachs and the rest of them spent $600 million trying to get their special breaks, it's a great example of, you know, this system gone awry. The issue is, though, that when you really dive into what are the deductions, you know, there are deductions that we give to people to help encourage good behavior. And so you just have to ask from a values point of view as a society, are there things that you would rather all of us engage in because they're constructive activities, and activities like saving for retirement, which you get a tax deduction for, and going to college, which you get a tax deduction for.
Why should government be in the business of doing that, making value decisions, social and moral decisions? What's wrong with the free market?
I can think of some people in government who make poor value judgments on their own.
Yeah, I mean, that happens every now and then, doesn't it?
For me.
Yeah.
I think the real question is, like, just look at it on the face of things. You know, are there things that people do? Is somebody sitting around smoking cigarettes, living on their trust fund, good for society? I would say no. So those are things that I think we should tax higher. You know,
only hurting themselves. Who are we to tell them what they should do with their own body and their own life and their own money?
Well, but is that good for our country? I mean, we do live together. You know.
Well. If you have to work 231 days for the government, it might explain why you're just sitting around not doing anything. You know, the argument that I hear from the progressives on the tax system, which they defend, which is just amazing to me, is that left alone, Americans won't do the right thing. You know, left alone, we built this country from zero to the strongest economy in the world. We can do much better than that. And this tax system, which is right now, is an abomination. If nothing else, let's have a round of tax reform to get the rates down to at least 2 rates, like Reagan had in 1986. That would be a huge improvement. So we need to do that. Erica, you need to come on board right now. Today, you need to say yes to tax reform.
Erica,
well, Bill, here's the thing. I'm happy to say yes to tax reform. I'm just probably never going to say yes to a flat tax because I just think that at the end of the day, there's some things we want to encourage people to do, like go to college and save for retirement. And so I'm happy with us making a decision to do that. That's number one. one. And number two,
would they not do that anyway? I mean, would they not go to college or say?
I mean, ask the question, were there examples of people taking those tax credits and using that money to do those things? I certainly think that there are. And so you and I just disagree on that,
Erica, look what the tax incentive on mortgages, look the problems that caused. I mean, what about the unintended consequences of these things that you're talking about? It sounded like a great idea to encourage more people to own their own home. Look what happened.
Right. Well, the way that we encouraged people to own their own homes by giving them a mortgage interest tax deduction, encourage people to buy more houses, to buy more bigger houses. Okay. But there are other ways that you can incentivize people to buy houses and stay in the mortgage market by, for example, giving them a tax credit on the first buying of their house, which we did today.
I'm up against a hard break. Erica Payne, thank you very much. Bill Beach, thank you very much. 15% flat tax rate. Thank you very much. A quick break, and then the last call.
You're watching CNBC, first in business worldwide.